What is up, bearded bobber, man? You know, you're like one of my best friends, and there's nothing like last year when they announced that you were an Indian Motorcycle Ambassador, and I was an Indian Motorcycle Ambassador. And Chelsea, one of her first things is to see if I could keep a secret. She said, I'm gonna tell you one person that is a new ambassador.
I know.
Hang on. So last year, Chelsea tells me, I want to know if you could keep a secret. So I'm going to tell you one person that just became an Indian Motorcycle Ambassador, and you have to keep it to yourself. And I said, who's that? Bearded Bobber. I was like, damn. So anyway, now we're running. If it's nice, do it twice, baby. We're running it back. So if you guys don't know who Bearded Bobber is, or Adventures of the Bearded Bobber on YouTube, you have to check him out. And he is the perfect person for me to interview here on these beautiful 2023 Indian Sport Chiefs.
Brand new bikes, brand new year, another year of the Ambassador. Like, we're kicking this off with a fucking bang. A bang.
Ah, I don't care. Hey, this is my
I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be better.
Yeah. I'll put like a DJ scratch right there.
You go.
Yeah. But yeah, so you own an Indian Chief. You bought one last year.
And I know everyone's like, are you regretting the decision? A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I bet you are.
This bike is fantastic. I was like, everything they added and dialed in, they really changed the handling of it. And I love the way my bike handles. It's a great bike. It's a cruiser. This is the performance cruiser that everybody's wanting, or they're building on their own.
Yeah.
Kerry Hart is building this, and Indian Motorcycle said, here, we're gonna do it straight from the factory. And the cost is barely above the Chief.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
And things that they did to this, even Kerry Hart, I don't think is. Is Kerry Hart making new triple trees to bring in the rake? So you have, is he doing, I don't know. Maybe
He changed the forks, but I don't think he changed the rake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know and you haven't watched one of Bearded's videos or one of mine.
We didn't know it until this morning.
About the rake.
We didn't know about the rake until this morning.
You're right.
Yeah.
But what we have all said is they put the Challenger front forks, inverted front forks on.
The tested Challenger front end.
Yes.
3 years now, I don't know, 40,000 miles that you've got in between two sets of Challenger
I'm almost
forks.
at 50,000.
And then I've got 23 on mine.
Yeah.
These things can take a pounding.
These are amazing.
Yeah.
And I said it before. I said these front forks on our heavy 1,000-pound beasts go great, popping wheelies, hitting, you know, any kind of bump. And now you put it on a little lighter, and they did what is it called? Adjust them for these bikes. So they're
they're tuned for their
tuned for these bikes. Yeah. Right. So you couldn't just take this and put it on a Challenger. It'd be weird. You'd have too much sag or something. But
it doesn't have to hold the weight, and it has that better adjustability for this. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I did notice instantly the flicking.
100%.
Yeah.
The second we had them out on the street, I just started going, and it was right where I wanted it to be, just like that.
Absolutely.
Pause.
Yeah. Time out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Time back in. Get in this shot. Come get in this shot, Star.
I didn't realize you texted me.
We're mic'd up. If you guys don't know who
we're figured right here we get a video and we're under the lights, having all this.
Yeah, we got you.
100% easier to throw into the handles. The suspension, I'm a bigger guy, and this suspension just rock solid, and for the cushion you want, that sponginess that you want to have a softer ride.
Yeah.
And that was the stock ones. The one that we have right here actually has the adjustability. We haven't even talked about the rear suspension. We have, and right now, like, the piggybacks are a little different than the ones I have on the Scout Bobber.
Yep.
But the Scout Bobber ones I have from Fox have that quick click. Yeah. So you can go firm or hard, even though they're already adjusted spring-wise to me.
Yeah.
And it changes the ride completely. it's a cushy ride or it's a solid ride, and you know you're gonna go up into the curves, and you need that steadiness. This one, I'm gonna believe it either way, but that extra little something, I may be adding that to my Chief. Like,
yeah.
now.
I mean, for sure. So I put the piggyback shocks that are available for the Scout on Val's Rogue,
That's
and
right,
I
a new one,
still don't love it. Like, it's tough.
They're
this
trying to
is
keep that bike
really
lower,
good.
and it doesn't have all that weight, so they went over the top with this one.
Yeah.
Trying to lift it up in that bro club style stance.
And I think they really nailed the suspension. We want to go back to the brakes. It's the same Brembo brakes that are on the Challenger, but the pads are different.
That's right. They made them grippier and a little bit more performance, where the Challenger is a performance bagger, but they don't really look at it as a performance, they look at it as a comfort bagger. So they want a little softer grip on there than on this, according to what they told us today.
These babies bite.
They are super
They
bite.
do. Like, first of all, we know that these brakes are good on the Pursuits and the Challengers and pulling that weight. So if you had something grippy like this on that, it would be kind of weird, I think. But this one,
I said in my video flat out today, don't start riding on this bike. I was like, you start riding on this bike and you go to get a handful of brake, you're gonna go nose, man.
this bike I rode in sport mode, and you know, I had some psychological things. You'll have to watch my regular review of this. But I think I was overwhelmed between a new area.
Unknown roads. And there's
unknown roads.
Austin's got some nice roads, but they got some weird stuff too.
I'm also very rusty. I hadn't sat on a bike in 4 months, except for the other day when I jumped on my Challenger. Now, but
and even then, that was just, you're just getting here.
Yeah, I mean, I
weren't
rode
going
today with you guys.
Yeah.
And I ripped it, but that's second nature. Everything's
normal.
It goes
that Power
quick.
Plus reacts different. The torque on this, these feel torquey, where our Power Plus feels that horsepower.
Yeah.
Like, it has torque, and
yeah.
it's still gonna blow.
Also, no traction control.
No traction control.
That's something I'm not used to.
Yeah.
So there was a few times I came out of a corner, and I'm like,
oh, I got that whole thing sideways.
And I can feel it.
Oh,
yeah. Did you hit pegs, grind pegs at all? You did?
On that one.
Yeah. I grinded pegs both sides. One was a roundabout, so that was more. They were both on purpose. We weren't taking any super fast, not when they were with me at least.
I was going hard in the curves. That's when I got mine.
Yeah. So, but the lean angle, I didn't think it was horrible. It's better, right? It's better than the regular Chief.
And
I think
for
it's
people
1
who
degree.
don't know, you've ridden all the other stuff that has better lean angle, where I haven't. I've been like Bobber, Challenger. I've grounded floorboards on the Challenger, but lean angle on our other bikes, for me, I don't have it. This one gets me a little bit more. And the FTR I've ridden, but I haven't dragged, I'm not dragging through the corners on the FTR.
Yeah, neither did I.
I'm not Star Bobber with a knee down, so.
Yeah, you just saw Star Bobber? Yeah, she could drag a knee. So yeah, I really think they nailed it.
100%.
I would like more time on it because
we all want more.
You'll find out in my other video that my learning curve for this bike, it felt a little bit more than normal. Sport mode was a rabid animal. Like, you should put it down because it's gonna bite somebody, okay? So, but it got better as my day went on. I feel like I'm a pretty good rider and I'm comfortable riding, but I think it was just a perfect storm of rusty from the season, not jumping around on different bikes lately, and then I went on this, and this is a fucking monster.
It's a beast, man.
So,
100%.
anything else? I found that the bubble behind the windscreen, I had the small windscreen with the flare.
You had the 4-inch?
I did,
4,
with the flare.
6, and 9.
Yes.
This one's.
Or is it 10?
This is the 9.
The 9?
The 10 is the bars.
Oh, okay. Either way, I thought
this blocked some wind for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then this one blocked a little bit more. I just got a breeze up.
Yeah, my bubble was pretty good. I felt I got wind in the face and the helmet was quite loud. But the bubble wasn't fatiguing. When you're taking it to the chest, that's really fatiguing.
I did Arizona Bike Week on the Bobber last year.
Yeah.
And it's just, once you get there, you're just like, you don't realize how long you're fighting that wind the whole time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it may not look like much, and it's not an ST or S. This fairing is enough to block the wind, get it off you, give you a little bit of style, all while really it's function. Yeah. It's keeping that off you and letting you rest through it without having to go to a big bagger.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I could, like, I mean, if they double dared me, I'd ride it to California for
Oh,
them.
I tried.
Did you?
I tried because I know they
Do
have
you have
some
a trip
spots.
to California on this? Right now?
I don't.
No?
All these bikes are going to Daytona.
Dude, you're not gonna just ride it to Daytona?
I can't do like all the way to Florida and then fly home to California. I don't have the time. I was like, I gotta go see the kids and try to be a good dad. Because motorcycles sometimes feel like they're taking my life over.
We're about to shoot another video right now, and it's gonna be on Adventure of the Bearded Bobber.
That's right.
So if you're interested, and you should be, you should probably go to
Come
check
on over.
it out. Anyway, that's it. And until next time, ride hard, ride fast, and somebody you don't know. Peace.